I love starting the drawing for a new project. This is when the concept that I envisioned in my head, that I spent so long creating thumbnail sketches for, playing with lighting and composition, and gathering props and costumes, shooting reference photos and editing them in Photoshop. Everything finally comes together. When a painting is as big and complicated as this one, by the time I'm starting the drawing, I've already put in many hours of work, and I've got many more to go before the painting is finished. The benefit of doing a reference transfer, like I showed you in my last video, is that I basically have a sketch on my paper that's ready to go. All I have to do now is refine the edges and lines until they come to life. Some oil painters skip this step and dive straight in with the paint over the transfer. Working that way would probably save me an hour or two, but I've spent many more years using my pencil than I have using oils, so it gives me an extra boost of confidence to make the drawing beautiful, even though it's going to be hidden by paint in the end. I have gotten to the point where I don't feel the need to refine every last detail in pencil. Usually I focus on the faces, the bodies, and any elements that really stand out, like the daisy pattern on the Elf King's sash. I'm going to leave the background pretty rough though. You can see that I've got my tablet next to me with my reference image. For a drawing as large as this, my tablet screen is obviously too small to display my entire reference at the right size, so I just move it to the spot where I'm working and zoom in. I used to print out my reference image to scale and work from that, but that's a lot of toner, and honestly, my printer is kind of temperamental. I get a lot more detail just using the image on my tablet. I also try to keep a piece of paper under my hand while I work so that I won't smudge any of the pencil lines. I usually just use the printout that I made for the transfer. This drawing was large enough that I wanted something under my entire arm, not just my hand. I filmed this on an overcast day, and you can see the light changing while I work. The sun kept going in and out behind clouds. I have studio lights, but I prefer working in natural light whenever possible. There's something so beautiful and warming about sunlight. If I'm feeling down, sitting in the sun for a few minutes always makes me feel a little more hopeful and peaceful. Maybe that's the same reason that the ancient Greeks believed Apollo was the god of the sun and also a god of healing. I want to capture a little of that summer healing warmth in this image. Now I'm working on the Summer King's face, which is my favorite part of this drawing. Faces are my favorite part of any drawing or painting, and eyes are my favorite feature in the face. I really believe that eyes are the window to the soul. If I can capture that spark of life in the eyes, then the rest of the image comes to life as well. And because faces are my absolute favorite thing to draw, I usually add some shading here, even if I don't add it anywhere else. I love having some of the shadows and shapes in the face and hair already there when I start painting. This drawing is almost finished, or as finished as it's going to be. It's ready to seal and prime for painting. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.